Once upon a time, on a farm in a strange land far away, there lived a little pig who was different from all the other pigs around. He was different from all the other pigs because he was bright green. Now the little pig, he really liked being green. Not that he didn't like the colour of normal pigs, he thought pink was nice too. But what he liked was, he liked being a little bit different, a little bit peculiar. The other pigs around him didn't like him being green though. And they bullied him and made his life a misery. And all this complaining just aggravated the farmers, and they thought, we'd better do something about this. So, one night, as all the pigs lay sleeping out in the open fields, they crept out and snatched up the little green pig and brought him back into the barn. And when the farmers got him to the barn, what they did was they opened up this big pot of this very special pink paint, and they dunked him in it until he was covered from head to foot, and not a patch of green was left. And what was special about this pink paint was it could never be washed off, and it could never be painted over. And the little green pig said, "Oh, please, God, please don't let them make me like all the rest. I'm happy in being a little bit peculiar." But it was too late. The paint was dry, and the farmers sent him back out into the fields, and all the pink pigs laughed at him as he passed, and sat down on his favourite little patch of grass. And he tried to understand why God hadn't listened to his prayers, but he couldn't understand. And he cried himself to sleep, and even all the 1,000 tears he cried couldn't help wash off the horrible pink paint. But that night, as all the pigs in the fields lay asleeping, these strange storm clouds began to gather overhead, and it began to rain. But this was no ordinary rain. This was a very special green rain, almost as thick as paint, and not only that, it could never be washed off, and it could never be painted over. And when morning came, and the rain had stopped, and all the pigs awoke, they found that every single one of them had turned bright green. Every single one except, of course, the old little green pig, who was now the little pink pig. And as he looked at the strange sea of green pigs that lay around him, he smiled, and he thanked goodness, and he thanked God, because he knew that he was still, and he always would be, just a little bit peculiar.